There are many reasons why I chose LMU. Partly because I love grass and trees, and LMU has a lot of grass and trees. But I also like the education program here, and I absolutely love the team for volleyball. So.
I chose LMU because it was absolutely beautiful when I visited, and the campus was beautiful, and the team was really good, and I just loved it here. I could see myself going here.
Jassy and I came on our visit together, and right when we pulled up, like, we knew this is where we wanted to go, and when we met the team and everything, we knew it was going to be a good fit for us.
I started volleyball because my parents met playing volleyball, so I thought that was really cool when I found that out. I was like, I want to be their volleyball star. So
I started playing, my parents both wanted me to play because I was tall, and so they let me play at the Y, and I was really bad. And then I kept playing, and I realized that how much I loved it and that I could actually be pretty good at it, and I worked hard and stuck with it ever since.
I started playing volleyball when I was in 6th grade. I started playing like at church and stuff, and everybody said I was pretty good, so I tried out. And I'm pretty sure they just added me because I was tall. but then I got better at it, and now I love it.
Our middle school coach was actually the volleyball coach, and when we played PE volleyball, I would just like go, and she was like, "Hey, you're pretty good. You should come try out for the team." And I did, and she's like been in my life actually since high school too, so I love her. I guess the choice of being able to skip class because how high school is, we were like 6 classes back to back to back to back to back, and college I have a break in between lunch and my 3rd class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and half the time I'm just like, oh, I really just want to take a nap and not go to class, but I do. I go. Go to classes. That's how you pass. So that's the biggest change.
I think my biggest change was just realizing that your parents aren't there anymore, and you have to grow up really fast to just get by.
My biggest thing was like having to do everything on my own, because usually I didn't like wash dishes and stuff. I didn't do stuff at home.
Oh.
And here, like, I have to do everything by myself, make my own choices, and the volleyball is like more fast paced, so it's different, and I'm getting used to it.
I think the biggest difference is like the freedom. Like, I can leave whenever I want. I can come home whenever. I don't have to tell my parents where I'm going. Woo! But I like the freedom, but sometimes I'm a little worried with too much freedom.
Yep.
It's completely different. If anyone has ever been to Houston, it's probably the most humid place on earth, and I literally walk outside and my hair is like attacking me, and it's probably 100 degrees back home right now, and I'm wearing a jacket and sweatpants every morning here, freezing my butt off. Definitely not used to the mountains. When I first started driving here, I was terrified going up hills and corners. Kendra can vouch for that. I was really scared. And it's absolutely gorgeous here. I don't know if it's just because it's a small town or if that's just how Tennessee is, but in Texas, sometimes you feel like you can't breathe because it's so hot, and I love being in a small town. I love the scenic, and it's completely different.
Well, Ohio is pretty boring, pretty flat, but I just like the scenery here too. The only thing is, like, I'm come from a small town too, and so it's not really a big difference in the town-wise, but the mountains are just so beautiful. I can't get over it. Like, I say that every day. Like, I can't believe these mountains.
I love it. Like, she, as they said before, is really straight up with you. So if you're doing something wrong, she's going to tell you. And you just fix it. You can come in for, like, extra work. It's awesome. I love her. She's like a mom away from home for us.
Playing for Coach Michael is definitely different. You kind of don't know what vibe to get from her at first because we're freshmen and she doesn't like us. But it's not that she hates us. She tells us every day she doesn't like us, but that's okay. She, like everyone said, is the most straight up person you'll ever meet, and I absolutely love it. I don't like being lied to. If I'm doing something wrong, if there's a reason I'm not playing, I want to know. And she's really hard, but it makes you want to work that much harder to impress her and to do well for the team.
I think one of my favorite things about her is if we ever have anything wrong or we need somebody to talk to, she's always says, like, I'm the first one, come to me. Like, she connects with us off the court just as much as she does on the court, and that's what I like.
I love Coach Michael also for her honesty and her comments. Like, one time she called me a penguin because I have happy feet. But, like, I learned a lot from her, and she is definitely off the court. You can always go to her for anything.
My favorite part would have to be like making new friends and like the classes, learning more things, because it's definitely different than high school. Because high school you didn't have to try it all, and here you definitely have to try. So I'm learning a lot.
One of my biggest things is the adventures, like going to the flea market, just hanging out at people's like apartments, and just funny random stories that you can come up with because you're just sitting there having a blast, and then just growing into the person you're going to be. So.
What does that even mean?
She's like quirky, but she's not like a cut up, and she has like little spastic moments. But
I feel like if she's funny, it's not her trying to be funny. It's just Kendra.
We love her. She has a special place in our heart.
Special.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
It's okay. I think it's pretty good. We're really lucky that all of us, for the most part, get along, and there's not really like the age barrier. We all hang out with each other and everything. It's good.
And we all have like our roles, and our roles all match like each other really perfectly, and we all just get along, especially on the court. We know we can like turn to one another and be like, hey, like we got this, let's go, and things just like click for us.
It's like a family away from home. We're always together. We do everything.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to have people around like this.
Mm-hmm. We really are a family. Pretty much anyone on our team, if you're having any issues, you can go to them and talk to them, and they've probably already been through it themselves, so.
She took my family one, but we are like a big family, as Coach always tells us. And I mean, we have our moments like everyone does, but we all love each other and our flaws and strengths.
Kendra loves all of us.
A rail splitter is a person who, when they had to build railroads, they take it and they put the little nail in the middle of it and they whack it and then they lay down the rails. That is a rail splitter. What is your mascot?